Hello everybody, Dylan Cliche here. Welcome to the episode of Dylan's Disney Movie Reviews. The Muppets. During the late 1970s, The Muppet Show was one of the biggest shows at the time. During the third season, Jim Henson and his crew decided to bring the Muppets to the big screen with The Muppet Movie, which was released in 1979 and was a big hit. Then in 1981, the show ended after its fifth season, which was sad for a lot of fans and some of the crew. However, that would not be the last time that people would see the Muppets, since they came back to the big screen after the final episode of The Muppet Show in another movie, which just so happens to be what I'm reviewing this week. Released on June 26, 1981, the movie is The Great Muppet Caper. Okay, technically I'm going to be cheating on this one too, just like I did with the Muppet movie in season 1, since this movie was also only distributed by Disney on home media releases, starting with Kermit the Frog's 50th anniversary in 2005. But since most of the Studio Ghibli movies were distributed in North America by Disney with English dubs, and I count those as Disney movies, then I'm counting this as a Disney movie too, so on with the review. The film starts with Kermit the Frog, Fozzie Bear, and the Great Gonzo, performed by the late Jim Henson, Frank Oz, and Dave Goelz, respectively, flying in a hot air balloon during the opening credits.
The Great Muppet Caper.
Nice title.
Woo-wee! I'd like to try this without the balloon.
Try what? Plummeting?
Yeah.
I suppose you could try it once.
Kermit? How long are these opening credits?
Just about another minute or so.
My ears are popping.
I wonder how far you could plummet before you blacked out.
Well, don't try it, Gonzo. We need you for this movie.
Sure is tempting.
Kermit?
Huh?
What does BSC stand for?
I don't know.
Gee, a lot of people worked on this movie.
This is nothing. Wait till you see the end credits.
Kermit?
Huh?
Are the credits over?
Not quite.
Nobody reads those names anyway, do they?
Sure, they all have families.
After the credits, Fozzie pulls a rope which makes them land, and then we hear the first song of the film, Hey, a Movie.
There'll be spectacle, there'll be fantasy, there'll be daring do and stuff like you would never see.
Hey, a movie! Yeah, we're gonna be a movie!
Starring everybody.
And me. There'll be heroes bold, there'll be comedy, and a lot of fuss that is for us real happily. Hey, a movie! We can watch it all develop. Starring everybody! And me!
During the song, Kermit explains what his, Fozzie, and Gonzo's roles are.
In this film, me and Fozzie play crack investigative reporters for the Daily Chronicle. And Gonzo, he's our photographer. And it's gonna be terrific. Boy, I wish I were you people seeing this for the first time.
There'll be crooks
And cops, there'll be villainy.
but with us on call we'll fix it all real easily. Hey, a movie.
Wow, it's gonna be terrific, starring everybody.
And me.
After that, the Daily Chronicle editor-in-chief, Mr. Tarkanian, played by the late Jack Warden, is pissed at the trio for failing to report a jewel robbery.
Was right under your noses. Practically bit you on the seat of the pants. There's just no excuse.
I guess this would be a wrong time to ask for a raise.
Raise? A raise? Oh, I'll give you a raise. You read these headlines? Huh? Jewel heist on Main Street. Now, it's nice bold print, isn't it?
Yes, it's very easy to read.
Shut up now.
Sorry.
Lady Holiday's jewels stolen. That's what it said in the Times. And here's the Herald. Fashion queen of London robbed. And last but not least, here's our cute little banner story. Identical twins join the Chronicle staff. Now I ask you, what paper would you buy?
I read the one that has Dear Abby.
So Kermit says that they'll get Lady Holiday's jewels back and asks Mr. Tarkanian to pay for their trip to London.
Oh, is that all I have to do? What?
Well, we could use some new luggage for the trip.
Luggage? Now look, beat it. I got a deadline to meet.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get to London?
I'll tell you what, Fozzie. Since you're such an investigative reporter, you figure it out.
I'm Fozzie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the hat.
So they've only got $12. They fly to London in the baggage hold of a plane and are thrown out in London. They land in a pond and a man tells them that they can stay at the Happiness Hotel. But when they get there, they see that it's a dilapidated building and they check in.
Somebody's checking in.
Somebody's checking in.
We then hear the next song called Happiness Hotel.
Oh, there's no fire in the fireplace, there's no carpet on the floor. Don't try to order dinner, there's no kitchen anymore. But if the road been kinda bumpy and you need to rest a spell, well, welcome home to Happiness Hotel.
Hey, how are you guys fixing to pay?
What are our choices?
A, credit card. B, cash. C, sneak out in the middle of the night.
We'll take C.
Very popular choice.
If you got luggage, keep it handy. But you're running out of luck, 'cause the bellhop ain't too organized and the elevator's stuck.
So if you don't find friendly animals and can learn to stand the smell, well, welcome home to Happiness Hotel.
The next day, Lady Holiday, played by the late Diana Rigg, is not happy with everybody's fashions, and then Miss Piggy, also performed by Frank Oz, arrives and asks Lady Holiday if she can be a model.
Doesn't surprise me. Seems to be the way we're heading.
I've always dreamed of being a holiday model. I have brought my je ne sais quoi and my portfolio all the way here to London to see you, the one and only Lady Holiday. May I come in?
Absolutely not.
May I show you my portfolio?
No.
Good, here. You may open it. Ah, this is me reeking grandeur. Being aloof. Being demure. Ah, daring.
Interesting range of emotions.
You think so? Oh, well, as you can see from this small sampling, modeling is my life.
Lady Holiday hires Miss Piggy as a receptionist and then goes to have lunch with her brother Nicky.
Whee! Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, boy. Oh, I am going to be a famous model. Oh, I'm so happy for me. Miss Piggy, you are on your way.
Kermit, Fozzie, and Gonzo then arrive, and Kermit goes into Lady Holiday's office where he finds Miss Piggy, thinks that she's Lady Holiday, and she falls in love with him.
Lady Holiday. Lady Holiday? Gee, are you okay?
I don't think I'll ever be the same.
Pardon?
Oh, I mean, I don't usually fall like that.
Oh, I thought it was a very nice fall. It was quite graceful, actually.
Oh, thank you, whoever you are.
Oh, my name is Kermit the Frog, and I've come all the way from America to interview you for the Daily Chronicle.
Me? Why me?
Oh, because you're Lady Holiday.
Oh, yeah, right. Reason enough.
Kermit then says that he'll take her out to dinner so he can ask her some questions and asks her where she lives.
Yes.
Probably some highbrow street somewhere.
Highbrow Street. Absolutely right. Highbrow Street. How did you guess? Are you psychic? But now guess what number?
I don't know. Number 17?
Yes, all right, 17 Highbrow Street.
Okay, I'll pick you up at, shall we say, 8
5:30?
o'clock? 4:15. 7 o'clock. Okay, that was easy.
Yes, easy.
Okay, well, I'll see you later.
Yes, 8 o'clock.
7.
7.
Well, goodbye.
Yes. Adios, mon chéri.
Kermit, Fozzie, and Gonzo then ride a taxi back to the Happiness Hotel, and the driver, Beauregard, also performed by Dave Goelz, doesn't know how to get there.
Haven't you ever been there?
Of course, I live there. I just don't know how to get there.
It's straight down the street.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now just keep going straight.
Will do. It takes a while to get to know the town.
Well, how long have you lived in London?
All my life.
How come you don't have an English accent?
Hey, I'm lucky to have a driver's license.
When they arrive, Fozzie tells everybody that Kermit's going out with Lady Holiday, actually Miss Piggy.
Kermit's got a date with Lady Holiday?
Oh, wow. Wait till I tell the guys in the band.
Tell us what?
Yeah, what's going down? Ringles, Ferdy, Hurdy, Kermit.
Kermit and Lady Holiday, all right.
Fozzie, this is all very embarrassing.
Kermit, don't worry. It won't go outside this room.
Here is a Muppet news flash. Kermit the Frog to date Lady Holiday. Details at 11.
Later, Fozzie's upset that he's not going with Kermit.
Oh, I see. Fine.
Boy, I wish I had whiskers. Of course, then I'd have to use a blade.
Kermit, turn around. Are you really going to go without me tonight?
Well, Fozzie, I figure this is something that I have to do alone.
No problem.
We then hear another song called Steppin' Out with a Star.
Come polish my wingtips and call for the car. I'll sweep her right off her feet wherever we are.
A satin collar and velvet vest.
I never settle for second best. Stepping out with a star, sad times bye-bye. Have I got style? Have I got taste? On someone else, I swear, this savoir-faire would be such a waste. Come toss me my top hat.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready to fly. Busting into the upper crust as easy as pie. Just watch my dreams come true. This is something I was born to do. Stepping out with a star, that star is you.
After the song, Kermit lets Fozzie come with him.
You mean it? Oh, boy! Great news, gang. We can go.
Meanwhile, Miss Piggy climbs up the outside of a house on Highbrow Street, and the couple that lives there, Neville and Dorcas, played by John Cleese and the late Joan Sanderson, respectively, talk during dinner.
Neville. Am I boring you?
What, dear?
I said, am I boring you?
Boring me? Oh, that's a good one. I'm having the time of my life, dear.
Miss Piggy comes in through a window. Kermit then rings the doorbell, and Miss Piggy answers it.
Hello.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you. Shall we go?
You know, I've never been inside a real ritzy English house before.
Aren't you hungry?
Sure, but we've got a few minutes.
Okay, let's take a few minutes.
Miss Miss Piggy gives Kermit a tour of the house, and then Neville catches up to them, and Miss Piggy asks him if he knows of any restaurants nearby.
Ah, well, there's the Dubonnet Club. Actually, it's not so much a restaurant, more of a supper club.
Thank you, Jeeves. No time for cocktails.
Evening.
Why are you staring into the closet, Neville?
You recall that pig I mentioned?
The one that was climbing up the side of the house.
That's the chap. That's the chap.
Yes, I seem to recall that.
Well, he was in there just now, along with a lizard.
I see. And what did they want?
Name of a good restaurant. I told them the Dubonnet Club.
That's more of a supper club than a restaurant.
Yes, well, I tried to tell them that.
Don't blame yourself.
No. No.
As Kermit and Miss Piggy ride to the club, we hear another song called Nightlife.
Give me my good friends and play me my music. Yeah, give me my nightlife. Talk me that guitar and roll me that boogie. Yeah, give me my nightlife.
Are these your friends?
Just the ones on the fenders.
Sing me that good times, 'cause I need to feel it. Yeah, give me that nightlife.
At the club, Fozzie wonders how they're going to pay for this, so Gonzo takes pictures of people at other tables to get some money. The real Lady Holiday and her brother Nicky, played by the late Charles Grodin, then arrive.
Good evening, Lady Holiday. Such a pleasure to see you.
Thank you, Stanley.
What a lovely diamond necklace.
It is rather breathtaking, isn't it? I thought it a little outre, but my brother Nicky insisted that I wear it.
Your table, Lady Holiday.
Thank you, Stanley. Give Stanley a tip, Nicky.
For complimenting you on your neck?
No, because it's customary.
I don't have any change.
Then give him something bigger.
Bigger? I left my wallet at home.
You left your wallet in college.
Kermit and Miss Piggy then dance.
That caviar was yummy. Love those fish eggs.
Lady Holiday,
Oh, yes.
can we talk about the jewel robbery now?
Oh, Kermit, let us not talk business. Music is in the air, the night is young, and I'm so beautiful. What jewel robbery?
Your jewels, the ones that were stolen.
You know, you have lovely eyes.
Nicky steps out of the room after Lady Holiday asks him to, and then Marla, Carla, and Darla, played by Erica Creer, Kate Howard, and Della Finch respectively, arrive, and we hear my favorite song in the whole film, The First Time It Happens.
The first time together, how simple, how rare. And just when you thought you'd forgot how to care. And though you feel much more than you dare to show, the first time it happens, you know.
This really is a great song. My favorite part is the chorus.
First time you see her, no magical change, no angels appearing, no dreams to arrange, just warmer and colder than springtime or snow. The first time it happens, you know. What a great number!
After the song, Marla, Carla, and Darla turn the lights off. Nicky steals Lady Holiday's necklace, and then the lights come back on.
Lady Holiday, what happened? Was it you that screamed?
She screamed right into my ear.
Of course I screamed. Somebody's just stolen my necklace. I told you this would happen. That necklace was worth a fortune. Do something.
What do you want me to do? I smelled ketchup all over my cummerbund.
straighten that tie.
Kermit hears this and figures out that Miss Piggy lied about being Lady Holiday and Gonzo got a picture of the thief. So back at the hotel, Kermit, Fozzie, and Gonzo develop pictures in the bathroom while everybody else in the hotel is waiting impatiently to use the restroom. Suddenly...
Hey, here it is.
What?
Oh, look at that. It's that guy sitting next to Lady Holiday and those girls standing in the back.
It's probably the same gang that pulled that first job.
Wow!
Yes, and we got them with their hands in a cookie jar.
Hey, what's going on there? What is it?
The cookie jar just busted.
Kermit's now out in the park, and a guy comes along, sits down, and tells Kermit that he knows what happened to him.
You and your brother-in-law, Bernie, you cashed in your stock certificates and your insurance policy, and you went out and bought a dry cleaning establishment.
Huh?
Now another place opens up down the street, and it's charging less. And they're getting the stuff out faster because they got more help. It's not your fault, right? All right, so Bernie comes to you. He says, I want you to buy me out. He says he's fed up. Well, your kids are growing up. You never see them. And all of a sudden, they're turning into juvenile delinquents, and your wife is saying to you, listen, you care more about this lousy business than you care about me. And the equipment breaks down, and your sister moves in with you because that jerk Bernie, he went and joined the circus. Well, you had it up to here, right? You didn't know what to do. So what did you do? You did the only thing you could do.
Yeah?
You dumped the business for a soul. And who did you sell it to?
Who?
You sold it to that jerk down the street, that slob that had been burying you for a year. Then you took whatever money you had left and you sunk it into the glass slipper business. That's your story, my friend. Not a happy one, is it?
You know, it's amazing. You are 100% wrong. I mean, nothing you've said has been right.
Miss Piggy then arrives, apologizes to Kermit, and then go for a bike ride, and we hear another song called Couldn't We Ride?
Sunny sky, pretty day, just a push and we're on the way. Yes, couldn't we ride side by side?
Then at a fashion show, Marla pretends that she twisted her knee and Miss Piggy takes her place. Then we hear another song called Miss Piggy's Fantasy.
Daffodils, Miss Piggy, whippoorwills, Miss Piggy, everything that's lovely, warm, and spring, Miss Piggy, fantasy, Miss Piggy, ecstasy, Miss Piggy, all that's fair or fine or wonderful or anything, Miss Piggy. When does the rapture begin and grow? When does devotion and passion grow? One caress, Miss Piggy, all the world ever wanted was you, a dream come true. Ah, Miss Piggy, it is you.
Miss Piggy then falls into the fountain. Nikki puts Lady Holiday's necklace into her coat pocket, and Miss Piggy puts it on.
Wait a minute. What's this? I don't think these belong to me.
This? You recognize this?
That was my necklace, but Where are the diamonds?
Where are the diamonds?
Miss Piggy stole my necklace.
Oh!
No!
Miss Piggy, how could you?
No, I don't know anything about it. Really, somebody must have put it. You! It was you, Kermit was right. You're
Oh,
a
no,
phony.
no, no.
You're
Oh,
a
no,
phony.
no. I don't.
Yes, you are. You know what? You can't even sing. Your voice was dubbed. Hey, watch out, guys. Kermit.
Don't worry, Miss Piggy. We'll get you out of this.
It just goes to show you can't trust anybody.
Excuse me, Lady Holiday, will you be hiring any more pigs?
Well, I shall certainly think twice about it.
Then, as Miss Piggy is taken to jail, Lady Holiday tells the press that her baseball diamond will be kept in the Mallory Gallery. Nicky hears this and gets the plan to steal it, and Gonzo hears him.
So there I was, backstage under a table. I was doing a little photographic essay on kneecaps, and I heard him planning to steal the baseball diamond.
Oh, bummer. So what's the plan, man?
I already told you. Tuesday midnight at the Mallory Gallery. That's all I know.
Kermit then tells everybody that he has a plan to catch the thieves red-handed.
Yes, Bo?
What color are their hands now?
Now, we're about to embark on a potentially dangerous mission. There could be physical violence, there could be gunplay, and there's the slightest chance that somebody might even get killed. So if anybody wants out, now is the time to say it.
They all say that they're out, but then Fozzie says that they're all in this together, and they all agree.
Thank you. I knew I could count on each and every one of you. Fozzie, are you okay?
That took a lot out of me.
Okay, now we don't have any time to waste, so everybody gather around, and the first thing we have to do is make our plans.
Right.
Or we could get some sleep.
Kermit then goes and sees Miss Piggy in jail, acting as a lawyer named Rosenthal.
Oh, I've missed you so. Rosenthal, it's been an eternity.
It's been 45 minutes.
Time goes slow in the cooler.
Well, I just want you to know that we're going to get you out of here, because we're going to catch those thieves red-handed.
What color are their hands now?
I don't think this is the time for that type of humor.
When you're in stir, you take the laughs when you can get them, Rosenthal.
Yeah. Well, anyway, just stay put, because we've got a plan and we're going to prove you're innocent. You see, tomorrow night, precisely at midnight, those thieves are going to try to steal Lady Holiday's baseball diamond from the Mallory Gallery. And we're going to stop them.
Oh, come and be careful.
Well, don't worry, because I've got Gonzo and Fozzie and all our friends from the Happiness Hotel to help.
Those clowns?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'll be stuck in the big house for life.
At night, Miss Piggy breaks out of jail, Nicky and the three ladies break into the Mallory Gallery, and Kermit and his friends arrive at the Mallory Gallery and try to get through the fence bars.
Animal? Hey, why don't you see if you can eat through these iron bars?
It's the boss.
Dodgy! The cops!
Miss Piggy takes Peter Usonov's cement truck. Kermit and Fozzie pose as pizza men to get into the Mallory Gallery. The cement truck runs out of gas. Kermit and the others climb up the building. A motorcycle rolls out of another truck, and Miss Piggy rides into the Mallory Gallery, and Kermit and the others catch the bad guys.
Hey, nice catch, Animal.
Over here, Ralph. Yeah, got it. Hot potato, keep away. Here we go.
I got it. Thank you. Be careful, guys. That's it. Get it.
Still got the good eye.
Miss Piggy then arrives and takes care of the bad guys.
Watch out! Ha 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 ha. Oh my God!
The bad guys are arrested, and Kermit, Fozzie, Gonzo, and their friends from the Happiness Hotel are thrown out of a plane as it flies over the United States, and we hear a reprise of Hey, a Movie.
We've had comedy.
We've had mystery. Had a real good time and solved a crime real easily. Hey, a movie!
I just can't believe they did it,
Starring everybody!
And me!
There was spectacle,
There was fantasy
where we took a chance
and saw romance and happily.
in a movie.
I just love a happy ending.
One for everybody.
Everybody! Everybody! Everybody in the world!
And that was The Great Muppet Caper. My thoughts? It was totally awesome. On a budget of $14 million, the movie only made about half of what the first Muppet movie got, with $31.2 million domestically, and got pretty good reviews from critics. Now let's move on to the production of the film. During Jim Henson's free time from working with the Muppets, he was working on a fantasy movie called The Crystal with illustrator Brian Froud. He had everything thought up in his mind, from the fantastical setting to the wild characters. He chose to use puppets for it, which would be unlike Kermit and the Gang, that would bring Froud's illustrations to life. He went to pitch it at Paramount, but since it was different than the Muppets that the world had known and loved, it was rejected. But Jim didn't give up and wanted to pitch it to the man who made the Muppet Show and movie possible, Lord Lou Grade. But he was stopped by his producer, David Laser, who told him that he needed to make a Muppet movie sequel before making The Crystal. Laser thought that Grade would approve both projects, but it meant that Jim would have to delay The Crystal. As anxious as he was to work on The Crystal, he agreed. Grade would then go on to greenlight both projects, with the Muppet sequel getting a $14 million budget, while The Crystal received a $13 million budget. When thinking about the title, Jim wasn't happy with the working title, which was Muppet Mania, and had a bunch of friends, crew members, and relatives suggest other titles. Some of them were The Froggy Muppet Picture Show and A Froggy Day in London. But then Jim's daughter came up with The Great Muppet Capade. She also suggested words like escapade and caper, and the latter was chosen. For the bike riding scene, the team used a bunch of radio-controlled bikes, marionette rigging, and attached a bunch of bikes together with rods in order for the Muppets to stand upright by themselves. During the end of that scene, where all the Muppets are shown riding bikes together, it was accomplished by putting them onto the bikes, hooking them together, and Brian Henson pulling them on an oversized tricycle. When creating Miss Piggy's underwater song, it became the most challenging scene to film. The 18 swimmers were told to dive into the pool at the same time. When making the Miss Piggy puppet for the scene, they used a full body when she dives down into the pool at the end of the scene. For the last scene that was shot, which happens to be the opening, where Kermit, Fozzie, and Gonzo were flying in a hot air balloon, they were remote controlled while the hot air balloon was radio controlled, and Jim, Frank, and Dave performed as them in a helicopter flying next to the balloon, with the cameraman hanging from the bottom of another helicopter. When filming the landing scene, one time had a bad landing, causing the balloon to tip over, and Fozzie was badly scorched by the propane burners. Luckily, Muppet builder Amy Van Gilder arrived to fix Fozzie up and was credited as the Muppet Doctor. And now it's time for me to give my opinion on the film. In the end, The Great Muppet Caper speaks for itself. It's great. I'd even consider it better than the Muppet movie. I give it 4.5 stars out of 5. Well, that's it for The Great Muppet Caper. Be sure to join me next week when I'll be reviewing the Disney Channel original movie about Lindsay Lohan solving a mystery. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell your friends about me, leave some questions in the comments below, subscribe, and hit that like button.
It's okay, I landed on my head.